Hello, I am Almadrite, a Fort Nerd, and I bring you a round of Tactical Craft Online. Um, Funny story about this game, actually. I was cruising around Steam, and I saw it pop up there, but a lot of people were complaining about it. Apparently the creators are Russian, and they don't speak English, and they're having a lot of troubles with the game because they don't speak English. And I'm guessing this is all, most of it's passed by now because the UI is pretty well set. I did have one major issue with the game, however. There was a bit of an odd graphical glitch when I tried to start playing it. If you have a problem where you can't see anything, you need to automatically set it to start in full screen mode, and that'll just take care of that. So as you can see, I have the tutorial up here in the corner. It is in English. I don't know much about grammar, but it seems to be correct. As you can see, it's very much like Minecraft, but I've been playing with it for a bit, and it does kind of remind me of Haven and Hearth, which is a game I actually liked a lot, but, couldn't actually play too well. Hmm. Well, this isn't going too well. Skills, experience, yada yada yada. Sticks. Sticks. Small stones, small stones. Average stones. Average stones, large stones, large stones. I don't see what the problem is here. It tells me I don't have enough, but I should definitely have enough. 2 large stones. Yes, I have 2 large stones. Four sticks. I have 4 sticks. Well, earlier it told you to move your items from your stockpile into your inventory, but now it's telling me move my things out of my inventory and back into my stockpile. Craft 1. Okay, there we go. Technology and manufacturing basics on the technology tree button in the panel. Technologies. Armors. Yeah, this is kind of a combination between... This is very much acting like a combination between Minecraft and Haven and Hearth. Okay, so take the small stones. So put everything back into the stockpile. Take all the things out of the stockpile that they just told you to put into the stockpile. Good. Okay. Well, we better make a lot of these. Just max craft because you need those for practically everything. The game has no sound, or at least I can't hear it. So maybe that's something they're working on, or maybe it's not. I don't know. The game seems easy enough to play to me. I mean, it's working. That's usually all I have to say about things. It is working, and it is in English. I can read it. You control your character with the mouse. and you control the map with the arrow keys. Now, in order to actually harvest something, and this took me a minute to figure out too, you have to actually be standing next to a thing and not right on top of it in order to harvest. That actually probably should have come specifically easy, especially for someone like me who plays a ton of Minecraft and other games of this description, but it didn't, and I don't know why. So, as you can see, it's bare. Again, I'm going to mention Haven and Hearth for a long time because you have individual skills, or in this case, technologies, that you need to work on. Grinder, adhesive solution. And I loved. Oh, you can zoom out too as well, apparently. I, totally loved Haven and Hearth, and ask anybody from Fort Nerd or anybody from the internet, really, and that's a lot of wood thread I need right there. Ask anybody from the internet, ask anybody from Fort Nerd, just have a look around on the channel. I know a thing or two about Minecraft. I know a thing or two about survival games. This sort of thing is right up my alley. And, I don't get it. Quite frankly, I don't get it. A lot of the people who were on the forums were complaining about everything. Complaining that the game was very poorly translated, and it looks fine to me. I mean, obviously, I'm not the kind of person you should ask to proofread anything if anybody on the internet knows anything about me at all. But yeah, it seems fit. I am a bit worried. It told me when I started the game I had to create an account, and I clicked the button to create a new account and nothing happened. It did let me play though. Al Zombie Killer is my Steam name, and it is my email name and all that other stuff, so I guess this is what it's supposed to do, is it? I don't know. My clan, my chat, my map, my squad settings, map size, and auto loot. Ratings. Oh dear. It's got real time, it's tracking real time statistics. And I'm betting all of the guys up here, at least in the top tier ones, are people who are Russian, or at least work easily with the Russian language or something. I don't know. But yeah, this could probably be my new Haven and Hearth. For those of you that don't know, Haven and Hearth kind of never got off the ground despite a lot of people trying to pull for it. And it's kind of stuck in limbo right now, but that was a game where you had to go along and experience the world through the eyes of a brand new person. You had to build everything from the ground up, and you had to learn how to build these things. I have a video about it all on my channel, and it's been featured on the Fort Nerd channel as well for those of you that care. Excuse me. I need more large stones. But I do have a hammer. Well, shovel. I meant to say shovel. That is. Average stones. Small stone. Small stone. Small stone. Can I put a bunch of small stones together to make a large stone? More small stones, more small stones. One average stone. Another average stone. Finally, one large stone. Can you give me like 2 or 3 more of these? I'm guessing I should have a weapon equipped. It's starting to get dark. And apparently I still haven't done the quest here. Research technology manufacturing fundamentals by clicking on the technology tree button on the bottom panel. Ugh. Manufacturing fundamentals. Research. Make a workbench. Oh, it won't let me skip the tutorial. Hey, you, get away from there. Don't need that anymore. Why did it warp me away? I wasn't done gathering things. Ooh, what's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? Where the heck am I? Oh dear. I am a long way away from Kansas, aren't I? Hey, you, come back here. What's this? Tree stumps. Okay. That's what that is. That's the tree stump. Okay. Is that tilled soil? That dirt, and that dirt have very specific differences among them. I wonder if that's a clue. I'm gonna take more straws. I need stones again. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I don't have tools. That's rule number 1 to this sort of thing. I need tools. Somebody's apparently already built a couple of structures here. That's interesting. Am I intruding on someone's camp? Am I on someone's stuff? Am I supposed to be here? What was this? What's this? It's a box. It's got nothing in it. It's a furnace. Okay. And that's the workbench, I presume. Yeah, that's the workbench. Now, what's this? Is this a preloaded area? Restoration tower? Add unit? Buy unit? Reserve unit? It's not doing anything. Oh well. Back to my quest for epic rocks. What's that? A tubular tree. But I need knives in order to harvest that. I don't have a knife. They took my stones away from me before I got the chance to try. I wasn't done with that yet. There's a rock, I hope. I gotta say this, it's a rather big map. And you've got to admit, they did something kind of ambitious here with the graphical settings being this sort of 3D, sort of pixelated graphic scheme. They could have just made it pixelated, they could have just made it 2D, but they went and they tried to go the extra bit. I'm apparently generating new terrain as we speak. Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this was supposed to be a road. Oh well. Time for my quest for epic rocks. Small stones. Large stone. Finally, more large stones. Okay. No, I need more thread. Okay, Bob. See, the other guy was Steve. Okay, that's the Minecraft guy. His name is Steve. You know what, though? I'm going to call this guy Bob. He probably has another name. The Russian developers probably gave him a name. But I'm going to call him Bob because Bob is the signature name of anybody who is involved with the Fort Nerd Productions. Okay, there it goes. Okay, just had to take another minute there to make sure I double clicked. So I'm going to need more thread, and if I get more thread, I'm going to need more grass. Actually, I probably shouldn't have clicked off the tutorial, because now I have no clue what I'm supposed to do. I have some more grass, and I'll need more branches. Well, sticks. They're technically not branches, sticks. But luckily, there are trees all over the place. I hope I have enough big rocks at this point, because this is becoming ridiculous. Ding. 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 Okay, enough of that. A stone X. I forget. 1 craft. A stone hammer. I need more threads. Well, that's all I can craft, so let's craft all that. I'm afraid I'm not in a very talkative or jokey mood today. For those of you that know me, it's not really my style to be all jokey and ha-ha, gosh garly kind of thing. I'm more informative, I'm more calm, well, at least on the days I'm not hopped up on sugar and screaming at the top of my lungs because I had an emotional standoff with somebody I met online. You know, I'm generally this mellow sort of person. I know people who watch me so that they can fall asleep at night. Not that I'm any good at that either, but, you know, that has happened before. I'm gonna go for a full 10 here. No monsters. I'm actually quite glad of that. First of all, I don't have the right tools and knowledge in order to actually fight anything. Now I need more sticks again. But more importantly, everybody seems to be going for the whole enemies spawn at night things. There are entire games revolved around enemies that spawn only at night. It's getting so old and so played out now, and okay, finally I have enough stuff to craft a hammer. Took me long enough. That'll show me health and HP, morale, stamina, stasity, stats, skills, light melee, melee, heavy melee, firearms, light firearms, throwing weapons. Whew. Technical gadgets. I like that wording. Craft level 4, artifact level 0, weapons crafting 20, armor crafting, medicine, special crafting. Battle mode, stockpile. You know what? I'm going to give me this cudgel. I'm going to give me this shovel, this axe, and this hammer. Okay, now I'm going to take this axe. And I'm going to try to put it in my hands, and it's going to fail miserably. Well, it gave me sticks. Nope, that doesn't work either. Hammer the tree? No. Axe the tree? No. Well, there's the workbench. Okay, so these are items, but how am I supposed to get logs if I can't equip an axe? Do I need to have the axe? Nope. That's not how it works either. Oh, there's my inventory menu. Oh, okay. Well, I look dumb in front of the whole internet now, don't I? There. That's how it would work. Duh, I would have been able to see that if I hadn't left it overlaid. So now he's going to chop the tree down, and I'm apparently only going to get sticks from it anyway. Sticks, axe, logs, axe. Okay. So, with the axe equipped, sticks, 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 logs. Okay, good. So it's a chance each time. Can we adjust the camera somehow? I'm one of the people who likes having the camera constantly behind their person. Okay, so in order to build the crafting bench, I will actually need to have all of these tools actually in my supply stash, and I will need a heck of a lot more crap. Okay, that's good to know. What can I do for technology? Resource processing, the grinder, and the bone tooth saw. Wooden fence, fence gate, and altar of power. I can make... I'm gonna research armor points. Simple throwing weapons and sharp stones. Health potions. Because we all know in an adventure game you're gonna need those. Primitive materials. Grinder and adhesive solution. We getting all the mechanics up in here. And he's still hacking away at that spruce tree there. Yeah, you keep hacking away at that, bro. I'll set you up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry none. I will get things going. Okay, benches, tools. So I can't create anything else offhand, so I definitely need all of these things. Which, for all of those things, I will first need more rocks, which I can get more efficiently now that I actually know how to get rocks. Okay, cool. I bet you're all very tired of watching me be stupid. Stone chippings. you're all probably very tired of watching me be dumb, and I promise you it'll end right as soon as I get the workbench. Average stones. I need large stones, people. Large stones. There, I got one. It took forever, but I got one. Unfortunately, I'm not as good at editing as any other member of Fort Nerd, so I'm afraid you're just going to have to sit here until I actually get done with all of that. Stones, stones, more stones, more stones. I'm going to have a heck of a lot of small stones. And stone chippings. I don't know what those are good for. That's probably useful for the sharp stones. I can see you using those for arrowheads. Because, you know, that's basically what it was flint knapping was the process where a person would take, like, the oddly shaped rock and knock it down with other pieces of flint and kind of carve out a spear shape or an arrow shape. And this is like totally legit the way it happened, because you can see in examples of primitive culture that all of the first cultures that understood how to do this made different designs arrowheads. There are like the really fat sort of round arrowheads, and then there are the really pointy, sharp sort of arrowheads. And then after a while, they figured out to make the sharper ones would make the spears and arrows better, so they would all start making them more pointy and more sharp. Oh, I see. I can't harvest that now because I don't have the right tool. Where's more rocks? There's another crafting bench. Is that a rock? That's a rock. I need me more rocks. So yeah, in essence, playing games where you start from nothing like this, and especially the ones that go into detail about you having to learn every skill at a time, you know, like Haven and Hearth, like depending on what you find and what you get is what you're able to use in the world. That is very much like how primitive people and how people in a survival situation would need to act. But then again, I say that as a fat, well, not really fat, I'm getting there. As a person who is potentially going to be fat in a couple of years, who's just sitting on the other end of a computer, this is probably, you know, very true to life, if I had to say so. More straws. I'm going to need a heck of a lot of straws and a heck of a lot of branches. You know what? I might cut this off here now, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get all this stuff and stay on camera and drone on about stuff until any of you actually see any progress. I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, this game has a few rough edges around it, but you can get along fine. You know, I'm not exactly a genius here, but I'm doing it. Sort of. So, you know what? I'll come back later. I'll post this on the forums, post this on the threads, see if I can get anybody who, you know, actually cares enough to watch it and look at it. And if it's a good enough guide, and if the creator agrees to it, I'll start making a whole series about it. I've been doing that a lot with indie games recently. If you haven't seen, and I found this one, and I'm like, ooh, a Russian Minecraft strategy guide, strategy game. That sounds pretty fun. You know, I could do that, and I did. Hopefully, I didn't bore anyone to tears while I was picking straw and cutting leaves, but you know, you got to start somewhere, and I hope it proves useful to somebody.